Welcome to Through the Bible, dear children. Today we will begin on a journey through the entire Bible, right from the very beginning when God created this universe in Genesis to the very end where God will create the new earth and new heavens in Revelation. Are you ready? Here we go. The story of creation, Genesis chapter 1 and 2. This world is a lovely place, but it was not always so. When God made it, it was like a great ball of land and water mixed together, and great heavy clouds hung over it, making everything dark. There were no living things on it, neither flowers, nor birds, nor animals. Then God spoke and said, "Let there be light." And for the first time, light came to divide the darkness and make day and night. This was the first day of creation, the name we give to the time when God formed the world into the lovely place we know now. But still the heavy clouds hung above, so God again spoke, and the clouds drew away, revealing a blue sky. Now there was a clear division between the waters above and the waters on the earth. Thus, the second day of creation came to its end. But as yet, there was no place for living things. God commanded the waters to separate into seas which surrounded dry land where plants and moving creatures could later live. On the same day, God made the first grass and bushes and trees grow, and each shed seeds which spread those plants till all the earth was carpeted with beauty. All this happened on the third day. But have you noticed there was light but still no sun, neither moon nor stars? Only now did God make them, the sun to rule in the daytime, the moon at night, with the stars to shine alongside and light up the blackness of the sky. At the end of this fourth day, God looked at what He had made and was pleased. There were still no birds nor fish in the seas. They were made on the fifth day. On that day, the first bird songs were heard, and the shining silver fish first began to swim in the seas and rivers. But there were still no animals. God made them on the sixth day, from the smallest to the largest, from the tiny mouse to the great elephant, and the creeping things too. The shy lizards that live between the rocks but come out to bask in the sun. On the same day, He made His greatest creation, the first man. We are unable to understand how He did it, but in His book, the Bible, He tells us that He made man from the dust of the earth. He shaped him and then breathed the breath of life into his nostrils, and man became a living person. God even gave him a lovely place called Eden, and in it God planted a special garden. The garden was planted where four great rivers came together. We know only one of them now, the river Euphrates. And so that the garden would grow and remain beautiful, God made a mist to rise from the earth to water its surface. There were two strange and unusual trees in that garden. There was the tree of life and the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. About the tree of knowledge of good and evil, God had something special to say. He told the man He made that he could eat the fruit as much as he liked from all the trees in the garden, except the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. If he ate the fruit from that tree, he would die. God called the first man Adam, which means really one made from the dust, and He gave Adam the right to name all the other animals He had made. But he saw that Adam was alone. He knew he must change this. So he put Adam into a deep sleep, and while he slept, God took out one of Adam's ribs, closed up the place, and then made from the rib the first woman and brought her to Adam. When he saw her, Adam was filled with happiness and said, "She is bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. Because she was taken out of man, she will be called woman." And later, Adam gave her own special name, Eve. When God had completed this work, he looked at everything he had made, and it was very good. Then on the seventh day he rested and made that day to be a special day.